Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to go over my February 2019 Blu-ray and 4K haul. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over at Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Yes, another month is gone. February was a pretty heavy month overall for new releases, and also got a lot of good deals this month. A lot of filling in the gaps in the library, especially in the 3D format. So we're going to break it down into per format. So we're going to do Blu-ray, 3D, and then we'll jump into 4K. But very good month overall. A lot of good titles, a lot of good catalog, a lot of new stuff. So let's start out with our Blu-ray. The first one right here, I got it as an absolute blind buy. I'm going to be reviewing this one very, very shortly, so take a look, keep an eye out for that one. And that's Let the Right One In. I've heard a lot of people say this is really good. I like a good horror movie, so we're definitely going to be checking this one out in the near future. Look for a review on that one. This one I did was also blind buy. It was an Oscar nominee. Willem Dafoe did, I felt, a very good job in it, but the movie itself was a little bit of a hit or miss. Had some good moments, but overall it was okay. I felt like they took a little bit of dramatic license, a little too far in my opinion, but that's At Eternity's Gate. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead. I still recommend it. It's not going to be for everyone. It is a bit of a slow burn in parts, but it's actually very good to look at. There's some great style to it. As I said, there's a couple things that bothered me about the film, but overall I thought Willem Dafoe was awesome in it. Very, very good. So yeah, I would still recommend this one. Check it out. Also, filling in the gaps into my collection for this month would be Scary Movie, Scary Movie 2. I used to own these once upon a time, so I decided to reacquire them. But yeah, come on, these are just funny stuff. The Wayans brothers, they took satire very, very good. So they're great movies. I enjoy the hell out of them, and they still have memes of these things popping up all the time. So another one, I was very excited when they were announced they were going to do re-release of this, because the original had gone out of print several times. Fright Night, absolutely loved it. It's a beautiful looking picture. Did a review, so look on my channel for that. Absolutely love Fright Night. It's one of my quintessential 80s vampire films. It's so good. There's so much to love about this. It's goofy, but it's good. I mean, the makeup effects alone are just pretty amazing in this. The last part of the Blu-rays would be just mostly filling in the gaps in my collection. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this. I have to admit, not the biggest Charlie Kaufman fan. I thought, being John Malkovich was so friggin' weird, and that ending was very haunting to me. But this one I've only seen maybe once or twice. But recently, this kind of came back into my attention, so I'm going to do a re-review of this one at some point. But yeah, this one I wanted to got it for a really good deal. Another one, a classic. I mean, what can I say about this? High fidelity, absolutely great. It's just one of those, you don't think of, but deep down, it's a romantic movie. And absolutely, it's got the great soundtrack, John Cusack, Jack Black, just awesome film. Glad to get this one again. This one's been available for a while, but I knew they were doing some sort of re-release, so I got it for a cheap price, and that's Hard Target. Jean-Claude Van Damme, John Woo directed. I liked it. I really enjoyed this one. It's one of those good, John Woo films that he made here in America, and of course, overseas is where he's king. But I enjoyed this one a lot. And back when Jean-Claude Van Damme was more of an action star and less of a meme these days. But yeah, Hard Target, gotta love it. And my last normal blue for this month would be something I just reviewed yesterday, so go ahead and check that one out. And that is Between Worlds. Good premise, kind of awful execution. That's how I can really just sum it up. If you're a diehard Nicolas Cage fan, I think you'll like it. I think it falls somewhere in between, about middle of the range, craziness as far as Nicolas Cage goes. But, like I said, if you were interested in this one, just came out this week, go ahead and check out my review. I did it yesterday. Yeah, so that's one. All right, so next we're going to go over our 3D pickups for the month. So let's get into that. So next up, we're going to check out the 3D pickups I did. There were a lot of sales this month. Also, I've been hitting the big lots, which I got quite a few of these films for the 3D. That they had them for like $5, which is amazing, sealed. But yeah, I filled in a lot of gaps this month as far as catalog 3D stuff. As I said, a lot of sales, a lot of finds. So let's dive in. First one, Venom. Obviously, new pickup from overseas. I felt the 3D was okay. I know some people really enjoyed it, but comparing it to recent 3D films that I've reviewed and seen, I just felt overall it was a little bit flat. There were some good moments here and there of 3D. All films have those, but I'm looking for a good, sustainable 3D image throughout the movie. I don't want things flying at my face all the time, but I want some good immersion. I think there are films that do that properly. One of these days I'll do a video about that, but yeah, my opinion is if you are a diehard Venom fan and you want it, go for it. I mean, please do. Support the format any way you can. But, for the extra cost and time and investment to get these from, overseas, you might want to think twice about it. So, as I said, Venom, it's an okay pickup, not essential as far as this particular movie goes. But, yeah, there it is. This was another catalog one that I picked up. Best Buy was running a sale. I think it's technically still going. San Andreas in 3D. I do own the 4K presently also. Yeah, it's fun. From the maker of Rampage, which I actually thought had really decent 3D image. I haven't seen this yet in 3D, so I can't, comment one way or the other. But, for $10, I'm glad to get a hold of this one, so I'm excited to check it out. Another one, absolutely, I've had up my eye on this one for a while. I saw it 3D, I believe it was a while ago. But yeah, so Mad Max 3D. Own the 4K. I own the Steelbook Blu-ray. So I am a fan of the Mad Max film. So yeah, Mad Max Fury Road. Absolutely check this one out in 3D if you can. It's on sale. Good price for it. So yeah, check that one out. Another one, I was happy. I wasn't going to pick this one up. And then I saw it came with the slip. So I'm like, okay, absolutely. Wizard of Oz in 3D. Got it for a really, really good price. The fact that it came with a slipcover, that was the extra icing on the cake, as they say. So very excited to check this one out in 3D. I've never seen it in 3D. I've seen it, of course, 2D on TV, and I own the Blu-ray for years and years and years and years, even owning the Laserdisc way back when. So yeah, Wizard of Oz, I can't wait to see it in 3D. This was a new release for the month. I felt the 3D was very strong. I was pleasantly surprised by the movie. It wasn't awful. That's The Grinch 3D. I loved it. Actually, I thought that it's going to be one of those cases when I go back and forth on the 4K. Like 1 year I'll watch the 3D, 1 year I'll watch the 4K, and I think it's that good. The 3D is very, very immersive. A lot going on. I was just in the world of the animated Who Village, and it was great. There's so much great just depth and immersion in this. If you can find it in stores, it's still out in Best Buy. Please pick this up if you're a 3D fan. Absolutely worth your money. Another one. Oh, I'm sorry, that's that one, but that was an old one. And the last three that I did pick up for this month in 3D, got all three of these at Big Lots. That'd be Shrek 2, Shrek 3, and Shrek Forever After. I've never seen any of these in 3D, so I'm very excited. I'm waiting to get Shrek 1 at a decent price. I think right now it's sitting at around $20 on Amazon and Best Buy. As soon as I get that one, I'm going to do a marathon of the 4. Even though I think the last two films are the weakest, I absolutely love the first two. So I'm excited to visit these in the 3D format, and I think eventually, probably sooner rather than later, we're going to get them in the 4K. So that's going to do it for the 3D. So let's jump into 4K. It's been also a very good month for 4K. A lot of just a good variety of stuff. Most of it new release things. So let's jump in. One of the pickups, probably the last pickup I actually did get this month, literally a couple days ago, was Goosebumps 2. I wanted to get it while Slip was still available. I was kept waiting for the price to go down, but I just had to settle for basically the MSRP. But I'm glad I got it. I'm interested to check this one out. I'll probably end up doing a review at some point. I didn't see it in the theater, unfortunately. I've seen the first one a couple times. So, yeah, Goosebumps 2. I said I wasn't going to get these. But, I got the they came out on 4K in January. And I was like, no, I want to get them and review them for the channel. So look for those reviews. I did do it. And I said, I'm not going to double dip. I think it's just too close together. I didn't want to wait. I ended up getting them anyway. How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2 in 4K Steelbook editions. Absolutely love these two Steelbooks. They both look really, really nice. They have image artwork already for the third one, just in theaters now. I'm excited to have these like all together. They're very nice looking Steelbooks. The movies themselves, as I mentioned, I did reviews, so go ahead and check those out. I thought the picture was actually stunning. They look very, very good. They're just beautiful films to look at. 4K really enhances greatly in this case. So yeah, go ahead and check those out. Another one this month was a blind buy. I reviewed it for the channel. I loved it. I thought it was a good crime caper, a very good heist film, and that is Widows. I was afraid they were going to go one direction, and I was so glad when they kept it kind of more realistic. I didn't want like these wives of this crew. So all of a sudden now, like they're like G.I. Jane, know how to use every single gun and blah blah blah. They didn't go that route, thankfully. But yeah, check this one out. It's actually very, very good. If you like crime, you like drama, it's very good. I think there's an overall wonderful cast. They do a great job, so check out Widows. Also, I spoke about the 3D earlier. These came out the same day. The Grinch in 4K. Beautiful looking picture. Very good looking picture. It's just colors pop. The animation in the 4K and the HDR just look very, very good. It's a stunning looking disc. Honestly, check out The Grinch in 4K if you're a fan of the movie. This is a catalog. I picked it up on a really good sale a couple weeks ago, and it has a slip. Thank God. The Mountain Between Us. I've been waiting to see this actually because I'm a huge fan of Idris Elba, and I think this is best seen. I had it sitting on my TiVo for about 3 months already. And I was like, no, I don't want to watch this on, cable. I don't want to watch this at 1080p. I want to go to the 4K experience, a home theater, do it properly. That's typically how I like to do things. I was waiting on a sale, and this finally got a good sale, plus the slipcover, so I'm very happy. What can I say about this movie? It did very well at the Oscars. Rami Malek was amazing. Bohemian Rhapsody looks absolutely stunning in 4K. The audio is the real star of the show. It's the just amazing sound quality. The Live Aid sequence, it comes with the Live Aid sequence, the whole extended version as an extra. I would have been okay if they incorporated that whole thing into the movies, like seamless branching, that kind of thing. But yeah, absolutely get this. It's very, very good. It's, if you're a fan of Queen, you might be a little disappointed, but I feel like if you want that kind of movie that you're looking for, see a documentary, because that's going to really get into the nitty gritty. But if you're just looking for entertainment, a good, Queen story, you can't do much better than this. It is actually very well made. Definitely check it out, Bohemian Rhapsody. This one is so far my top audio pick of the year. I know we're only in beginning of March. That will probably change. Overlord. Ooh. Your home theater system is going to get a workout, and you're going to have a beautiful picture to look at. It's just stunning stuff all around. It's a reference quality disc. This is demo material, people, so absolutely check this out. It's World War II meets Reanimator, so yeah, look into this one. I think it's really, really good. I'm actually going to watch it again probably in the next few days. I loved it in theaters. I saw it in IMAX. Yeah, check out Overlord. Another Oscar contender for this year, and I think has a very good looking steelbook, and that is A Star is Born. I love the movie. It is a hard watch. It's not, it's not light fare, as they say, but it is absolutely worth owning, especially the 4K edition. It looks beautiful, sounds amazing. Definitely check it out. Come on. And then we're coming to Ralph Breaks the Internet as another steelbook, 4K release for this year. I thought the overall movie, it was okay. It wasn't as good as the first one. I feel one of the problems I have with this one is I feel it's going to date itself long before the original does, because the original had all that 80s arcade nostalgia. That's already nostalgia. But I feel like the internet is kind of like a come and go. I don't think people are going to be one day saying, "Oh, what happened to whatever whatever website." It's just I don't know. It was okay. It's a nice looking disc. It's got okay audio. But yeah, I mean, it's a fine movie. It is, but I think I was slightly disappointed they didn't go in a slightly different direction. But if you're gonna own it, definitely own it in 4K. So yeah. Also did review, and I did reviews for all these. So Little Mermaid in 4K, Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Beautiful artwork, honestly. Paige O'Hara, who does the voice of Belle, did this one. So I'm kind of hoping that when they release the others in 4K and as a steelbook, they'll bring her back to do the artwork, because if this is any indication, absolutely. Definitely steelbook all the way for these things. But yeah, it's a beautiful looking picture. Very nice sound to it. Very good. Lot of immersive audio. I enjoyed it. I think it is better than the Diamond Edition Blu-ray. Some people are comparing it, like as well, this color wasn't this and this, I think it's a gorgeous looking picture. I love it. I think it looks great. So check out my review for that one. And finally, for 4K, come on, Captain America: The First Avenger. I love the steelbook. It's beautiful looking steelbook. I can't wait for Civil War and Winter Soldier. Definitely gonna be doing reviews for that. So yeah, absolutely check that one out. It's Captain America: The First Avenger. What are you gonna do, So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Leave in the comments below. Let me know some of the titles you picked up in February. And as always, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies. Oh, you're still here. Oh, I guess I'm doing an after credit scene of some sort. No, so typically on my channel, I keep things more or less like very family friendly. I do that because I want to attract a wide range of people. I don't want to limit somebody. That's why, I don't like do a lot of cursing or anything like that on the channel. But I did have 2 holdovers for the Blu-ray section that I wanted to just kind of show you that I got them. And if you really want me to do reviews of these, maybe I can do something in the future, like, like a kind of a thing, like an adults only kind of thing, because they are very more adult. And some of the parts of movie collecting that I enjoy are some of the more, outside of the barrier type things. I'm a guy, what are you gonna do? It's like, I like, to explore all avenues. And if you guys are really interested in this, I will absolutely do reviews. Maybe we'll do some kind of like Patreon thing or something. Just leave in the comments what you think. So these are 2 pickups I picked up this month, and as I said, I'm trying to explore all sorts of, like things like Italian cinema, like giallo and, those kind of things. And I want to dive into a little bit more adult kind of topic at some point. It won't be on the standard YouTube channel, because I want to keep my content, family friendly. But I did pick up, one of the things I did pick up was New Nuns with Big Guns. Come on, the title alone makes me want to check this thing out. Definitely gonna review this at some point, as I said, if you want me to. Otherwise I'll just, keep it in my own collection. And Giallo in Venice. I've had my eye on this one for about a year. I know they've done limited editions. I was able to get the limited edition from the website. Rodinflix produced these, or produced these discs. I'm fascinated by, like, our friends over in Italy and their take on the slasher genre. So I've been, I kind of got started with Bay of Blood, which I absolutely love that film. It's just, that's like your precursor to any of your American slasher films. So I'm trying to dive deep into that kind of content. I know some of you have commented below that you want me to cover that kind of thing. So yeah, if you're interested in me or doing this, I'll come up with something, just, let me know in the comments, like, yeah, let's go for it. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. So as I said, let me know one way or the other. I don't mind covering this, but it just won't be on the standard YouTube channel. I'll just have to find something else to do because I really want to dive into these. So, okay, so that's going to do it. So, see you at the movies.